Well, I'm obviously hoping that he's going to be able to come back and recover. I mean, I think his foot's doing well. We're going to try to make sure we manage him and make sure we can get him to the season. It's a long camp, so the little bit that I did see of him, I mean, he looks like his old self. So I'm excited. We're excited about that, and hopefully we can, continue to make progress.
How much did you get out of not having him in the spring as far as developing some other players?
Yeah, I guess that's the good and the bad of it is that, we got a bunch of other guys had opportunities to play and get reps and things like that through the spring, and allowed them to learn the system and get a little bit of playing time under their belt. So that's certainly going to help us down the road.
Anybody in particular take advantage of it?
Well, I think, I got D. Walker in with me. Kyrie Fisher's in there with us. Grant Morgan is doing an outstanding job. So all those guys, I think they all benefited from it. You know what I mean? Because what I tried to do was split it up as best as I could and even it out so that not one guy was getting more than the others. But I think it evened out pretty well and allowed everybody a chance to get out and get some reps.
What about Bell? Because there was a lot of talk about him that last week. Jamario Bell.
Uh-huh.
He's outside.
Yeah, he ended up going outside, and he certainly looks the part. You know what I mean? I think he's the type of guy that you're looking for out there, and he did some good things. And so we'll see what type of progress he makes from the summertime to now and coming out of spring, because we only had him right at the end. So as we go in, the good thing is, like I said, it's a little longer camp, so we'll have some time to get him going.
Is Dwayne going to go inside, outside, or is Dwayne where's he going to be?
Well, right now, I think he looks really comfortable outside, and has done a nice job out there. So I think he's going to stay there for now. If we get if we ever have a problem with depth or injuries or whatever, he's always a guy that can come back in because he's done it. You know what I mean? So, and he's an older guy, and the transition wouldn't be that bad. But I think as it stands right now, he's probably going to stay outside there. Yeah.
Vernon, what's been guys different? Moving inside and outside. Do y'all go to the same meeting room or?
No, we're different. We're different. I mean, they'll have a different. They're in the room right next to us, and because some of the things that they have to do are a little different than ours. You know what I mean, in terms of the drops and taking on tight ends and all those types of things. So they have a little bit more stuff to do that way than we do. Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
You had Brooks and Dre playing all these snaps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're upgrading to 4 linebackers.
Uh-huh.
What's that transition been like, trying to get guys ready where you're feeling comfortable going into camp?
Well, the good thing is there's 2 of us for each guy. You know what I mean? For 2 guys each, and so they're getting a little bit more attention. It'd be one thing if I had all 4 of them, then that would be really nuts. But the fact that Chad and I split it up and have the ability to kind of maximize our time with them, it allows us to get a lot more done that way. And quite frankly, man, if we were a year ago and we were changing, it would be the same thing. It would be those same 2 guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so right now with Scooter taking over the Mike spot and hopefully getting Dre back here in a little bit, it'll still be those same guys. But I'm just hoping that some of the other guys will come to the fore and give us a chance to spell some guys, because I think we can do it, because we don't have any seniors in the group. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of young guys, and my thing to them is, hey, you're going to tell me how much you want to play and how much you're going to play by what you do in practice and everything else.
I know you were able to get some of it in the spring, but how much do you have to rely on the players to study with the new defense?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is on them. You know what I mean? The work the extra work, hopefully, that they've done this summer, and going back and watching what we did and how we put things in and all those types of things. And I think that will go a long way with us, making this move. And we're going to make it we're going to keep it as simple as we can, and not do too much and just let the guys play. So hopefully that'll work out good.
The new guys, Munson, Paul, and that bunch, where will each of those guys be starting out?
As it stands right now, it looks like they're going to start outside, and then we'll see where it goes. We'll see how it transitions. A lot like D. D started outside, and then he moved in a couple weeks into the practice, in the spring practice, and he's actually doing pretty well in there. So we'll see how those guys fit, how it works for them. And you know, if at some point in time where we're not getting enough reps or we feel like, you know, they're not doing it like we need them done out there, then we can always kind of move them in and see if they can work out in there.
How much has Fisher matured, and how critical was it for him to come in midterm last year?
Well, I think how much he's matured is still yet to be determined. We'll see what that is when we get to camp. Throughout the process, throughout those spring practices, to be able to get out there and line up and play college football is obviously big for any young kid, you know what I'm saying, and the speed and all those types of things. And I think now when he comes back for camp, he's going to have a little bit more of an idea of what to expect, you know what I'm saying. So I think he'll be even that much better for it.
You guys have to start camp earlier than ever, and now you have new rules to go along with how you guys do camp. What's that been like trying to prepare for that as a kid?
Well, they've really just stretched everything out is what it boils down to. So the amount of time that we have to work with them has been a difference. But we're gonna figure it out. It gives us, like I said, gives us more time. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, the 2-day practices are a thing of the past, man. I mean, and I don't know if they're coming back. So we'll see what happens with all that. But we put together a plan that we feel like is going to work for us in terms of being able to maximize our time both on the field and off.
3-4.